So finally, it's our group presentation and showtime. And our group is going to talk about the internet data collection. And there is our table of content. We are defined to the 6 part. First part is the internet data collection definition. Second is online quantitative and qualitative research, online test content analysis, online tracking, pros and cons of internet data collection. And the final part is the most exciting part is we have to guess candidates and MBTI. So everybody should really pay attention to this because we are going to have a little games. And after the games, if you want a game, we will give some hints of candidates and MBTIs. And the final group who successfully guess candidates and MBTI can get our two prizes. Let's get started.
The spelling of my name.
Great. Okay. Great, move to the first one. Okay. Mistake. The first one, we're going to talk about the data-driven decision. And first is the definition. Data-driven decision definition is a process of making decisions based on the data analysis. And the overview is using data to guide strategic decision. And what is matter is ensures decisions are objective, backed by real evidence. Okay. Now let's talk about how interest data collection supports marketing research. And the first one is real-time data. Data collection provides real-time feedbacks, which can make marketers adapt quickly to consumers' behaviors. For example, like using website or Google Analytics. And the second part is broad audience reach. Provides access to global audience can enabling larger, more diverse sample size for stronger and more reliable marketing research such as social media like Instagram or Facebook. And the third part is cost efficiency. Data collection is more cost effective than the traditional methods, and it can be more accessible for business of all the size, for example, using surveys or sentiment analysis. Okay, let's talk about why data is crucial in marketing. The first one is personalized experience. Data is allow marketers to provide personalized content and recommendation based on the consumer behaviors and preferences. And the second part is precise targeting. Data allows marketers to help segment their audience accurately and creates campaigns tailored to the specific groups. And the final is predictive analysis. Data will forecast consumer behavior and market trends, enabling proactive marketing strategies. And now I'm going to pass.
I'm sorry, making noises.
Pass to my groupmate to talk about online qualitative and quantitative research.
Okay, next we're going to talking about online qualitative and quantitative research. There are a lot of methods, but today I'm going to focus on 3 types of methods: surveys, and interview, and focus group. Okay, let's take one by one. Oh. Okay. Yeah. What happened? Okay. The first section is the online survey. It is collect the data from the respondents via internet, and it is very low cost and easy to conduct. So one of the most popular online research method. And it is usually used for gathering customer feedback of their products or their service, or understanding the purchasing behaviors. The major tool to conduct the online survey is Google Form and SurveyMonkey. I think Google Form everybody already know and usually use. And SurveyMonkey is also kind of similar services to make the online surveys, but it's more professional. So a lot of famous company or big company use this SurveyMonkey to conduct the online research. Yeah. The next is the online interview. It's going to focus on the in-depth interview. It is one-on-one interview with the respondent and interviewers. It is also usually used to collect the detail or more personal things, personal information without the social pressure to get more deeper insight of the customer's preference or customer's behaviors. To conduct this research, interviewers needed a higher communication skills to enhance the discussion or get good answers from the participants, or they also need to require the interact skills to their answers or their feelings or their emotions like that. The final one is online focus group. It is small group of participants. It usually organized by 4 to 8 people, discuss the kind of specific topics. The moderators also guide the discussion. And this online focus group is also used in the market research or user experience studies for their products or services. The purpose is kind of similar to the online survey, but the focus group has the advantage of the flexibility and interaction effect. So the focus group is kind of real-time and two-way communication, so the moderators can ask the clarify or ask more deeper questions based on the participants say. And it also has the interaction effect. So participants can discuss with each other, so they have through the interaction with each other, they come up with a new idea or new insights. It's also helpful to understand the market or user experiences more. Okay, then pass it to Hannah.
Okay, it's me back again. Okay, and now I'm going to talk about the application and the challenges. First of all, the application has 2 points, and the first one is A/B testing. Marketers can use A/B testing to optimize ads or content by selecting the version that performs better. And the second one is social media monitoring. By analyzing social media data, brands can understand sentiment and quickly adjust their marketing activities. For the challenges part, the first one is data privacy. Marketers must adhere data privacy law (GDPR) to ensure customer information is secure. And the second is data overload. Too much data is overwhelming and requiring a focus on key insights that drive meaningful decisions. And the final part is data accuracy. A failed data is incorrect conclusion and ineffective marketing strategies.
Okay, next move on to the survey time. So before we are talking about the online survey, so it's a time to experience you guys to conduct the online survey. Our presentation concept is MBTI, so the topic is also related to MBTI. Are you E person or I person? So please, you guys scan the QR code to answer the surveys. For the questionnaire, they have 10 yes or no questions to distinguish E or I person. So yeah, you guys answer the question. It's not kind of game or competitive, so you can feel relaxed to answer just this questionnaire. Then after they answer the question, you can see the scores. Then scores means count the number of yes. So if you have more yes, it means E person. If you have less yes, it means kind of introvert person. Okay, maybe it's
Yeah.
something.
Guys, will take some time during you guys doing the survey. So yeah, as I mentioned before, we have dress code, and the dress code is the color of our MBTI. So I'm purple, ENTP.
I'm green, ENFP.
I'm blue, I'm ISBJ.
And I'm green too. I'm ENFJ.
I'm green, I'm also ENFP.
I'm INTJ.
I'm INFJ.
Yeah, just the color.
Maybe it takes around 2 to 3 minutes to finish it.
visualization.
Someone just still responding.
Around 20.
Actually, you have like 20, right?
Yeah, but the average is higher than 5. So yeah, usually it's been 10 to E% is the low.
So like after you've done the survey, how you feel about it? Is it like reasonable? Is it not reasonable? Is like susceptible to like biases or like stereotype or errors? It occurs in like different types of survey online. You can find it, but still we can like kind of have a kind of broad picture of how people in our class is either B or I. I think we're pretty much finished with it. So like just
After this, the first part of our lesson, actually we divided into 4 parts, and we're ready for 4 tips for you guys to guess what is Kenneth's MBTI at last. So the first tip we will show to all groups is that he is highly empathetic and always know how to make people feel valued. This is the first tip. And the second, third, and the fourth tips will only give to the groups that we dig in after. So you guys would pay attention, and we'll start our second part.
So now we move on to the next part, talking about online text and context analysis, we also know as text mining. And this is the process of extracting meaningful insight from the textual data on internet. And these data are come from social media posts, blogs, forums, and more. And the goal of to analyze text is to understand consumer behavior, preferences, and sentiments. So why is this so important? There are 3 points. So the first one is to provide actionable insight for brands to have product development, branding, and campaigns. So by understanding what the consumer are saying, they can know what customers would like, and they will produce this kind of products to serve them. Second is that they help brand to understand the customer opinions and feelings, as they can scroll through those Instagram or social media posts, and they will know what's their customer like or don't like about their products. And And the last one is identify emerging trends and topics in real time. And imagine that you are a brand and you can spot the next big thing before your competitors do. And that's what makes you stand out from the competition. So after knowing how important, how powerful text analysis is, so where is the data can we search from? Now let's search on the internet. And that's the result. The first source, most common one, is the social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and these all kinds of platforms show consumer behaviors, the conversations, and this shows how brands can know that how the customer they can look like the Twitter's trend to know what kind of people think about the new product launch, or just look at those Instagram hashtags to know about the more recent trend on the Instagram. Except from social media platform, another source, most important source, is the review sites. There, for example, like Yelp, TripAdvisor, and Amazon. And imagine that you're the boss of Calmar Cafe, and now you're facing problems like reviews that your reviews about their bad attitudes and slow service. So what action will you do? Is receiving comments that your employees is giving bad attitudes or your service is very slow, that
Fire.
fire them. Instead of fire them, what kind of action will you do?
Secretly delete it.
Okay, so I think we can just maybe have better training for our employees or just optimize our workflow. And after this action, what will we receive? Oh, I must try cafe in Hong Kong. Oh, your food is amazing. Server are extremely nice, and that's what we are aiming for. So, similarly, we have another site with our trip advisor, and this is a treasure trove for the insights of travel and hospitality industry, and they show the reviews of the travelers on hotels and their trips, and hotels can get the reviews from customers like they're having perfect honeymoon in their hotels, and they will know that their target customers may be like couples, so they can target on these customers and provide like couples activities to attract more kinds of these customers to go for their hotels. And also Trip Advisor are building a community on their website that users are giving some travel tips or their personal stories on the website, and this makes the platform a authentic resource for the travelers and also great insights for business. So after understanding where can we get a source, we have to identify the relationship behind this data. So we're giving two real-life examples. The first one is the trend detection. In 2017, actually H&M have released their new collection, which is the Conscious collection, and it's a brand, a fashion line that provides clothing with environmental friendly materials. And this is actually a response to the emerging trend, which is the sustainable fashion, because H&M have found out that younger generations are demanding for some environmental friendly fashion option instead of some fast fashion. So they have launched this kind of collection to better aim the customer perceptions and also strengthen their brand image. So another example is that the brand monitoring. Apple is actually receiving comments and complaints from their consumers over the years about their battery performance. And in 2017, Apple actually faced backlash that when the customers had discovered that Apple are slowing down the older iPhone with degraded batteries to stop the situation of the unexpected shutdowns. So there are lots of discussion on the social media forums and also some technology blogs that the customers are expressing their frustration. So what Apple's do is that they provide some discounted battery for replacement, and most importantly, they add a new function to their iOS system is to show the battery health function. So these two examples have shown that test analysis really helps the brand to stay in front of the curve and also make the brand make the brand more to understand their customers' needs and build their brand more better. So next we'll pass the time to Wenki to our game time.
Yes. And I will call the first game of our show today, which is called Who Am I? For this game, it's mainly about guessing the MBTI. And after all, I will show you some like 5 slides, and in the slides I will show you some keywords of that MBTI, and you guys, I will read some keywords for you guys, and I will count for you to 1. And the first one who raises up your hand, you can answer the MBTI, and if you get it correctly, then you can get the prizes. Okay, are you guys ready now? So our first. Okay. The first one is that they are highly independent and they love exploring new ideas and possibility. They actually enjoy deep and meaningful conversation. 3, 2, 1. You can guess. Okay. Sorry? INFP. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe
You
you
guys
can-
already know the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an INFP. And we took a high five, then we got to the second one. Okay, the second type of MBTI, they are actually like enjoys debate and they are strategic thinkers and they love challenging ideas. 3, 2, 1. Sorry? ENTP?
Long-term planning.
No. I got it. ENTJ, no.
ENFJ.
No.
No.
Oh.
What ESTJ?
No.
No.
Oh.
Purple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Actually, they are INTJ. One thing I want to add on is that the group that get the highest mark in this session, they will get the other tips that show what kind of MBTI is. Okay. Then move on to the next one. This kind of people, they always making people laugh and they love being the life of the party, then always up for the new adventure. Yeah. Sorry? ENFP. No. No. ESFP. Yes, you're right. Yeah, ESFP. Okay, then the last two. Okay, next one. This kind of person, they are natural brown leaders and they often usually lack with some personality. They think strategical and hold on the long term things. So Karina, do you know which type to be?
ISTJ, you know why?
No.
ENFJ.
ENFJ? No. And ESFJ? No. Figure out. Yeah, ENTJ. Actually, just get a little bit different on this, but they are ENTJ. Okay, now we get the last one. The last one is that they actually are highly organized. They love creating structure and practical and reliable. So the last one, 3, 2, 1. Guess the
3,
one.
2, 1. ESFJ.
ESFJ? No.
INFJ.
No. No. Oh, the last one. No.
Oh, too bad.
INTP.
No. Okay, she got it correct. ISTJ. Okay. Okay. Then for actually, okay, I'll give you the tips first. As this group has got the really high cohorts, so you guys handle everything. Okay. Actually, from this letter game, what I want to show you all is that this method that units have taught before is about the online test and content analyze. What I want to tell you all is that actually company use some keywords to attract the target customer with simple and quick message that is more easier for them. And for using this kind of keywords, they can understand the consumer behavior, preference, and sentiments. So later on, I will pass on to my group to talk about the next method.
So thank you, Rinky, for the funny games. And now we pass to the online checking method. And online checking means that a company or different platform will check and observe our data to provide us a better customer experience. Then you may wonder how can they track our data, all the privacy, all the security what we have, how can they get our data? Actually, they can track our data by this kind of methods as shown in the PowerPoint, cookies, checking pixel, and all different methods to track our data. But one point we have to be fair notice is that there are first-party checking and third-party checking. What's meant by third-party checking? That means you are not only checked by the website you are visiting, you are also checked by some invisible checking. Why they can check your website? Actually, because you allow their purpose. You have allowed them to check your data before you visit their website, and after you switch to the website or switch to the app, they can still also check your data. That's called third-party checking.
And now I'll pass the time to my teammate Cici to talk about more about the cookies and other tracking methods.
So, hi guys, I'm Cici. So first thing first, the most commonly known data tracking method you guys know is cookies. Cookies are small text files containing different types of user data, and the purpose in general is to make your internet experience easier. So as I mentioned earlier, we have first-party and third-party cookies. So the main difference between them is like the first-party cookie is stored in your local browser, and the third-party cookie is stored in the third-party, like a company or organization browsers, and this is either known or unknown to you. So I guess it's really familiar with you guys, right? Once you open a website and this pops up, so what do you guys normally choose? Accept all because there are no reject all options, or you might spend more time managing your cookies, so make you feel better and like I care about my data privacy. But still, they still have strictly necessary cookies, so they might can still be tracking. So the big question is it just safe to just accept cookies? And the answer is yes. It just, in most cases, website allow cookies just to make it function properly and to increase your user experience. However, you should also take note that your data can be collected without your consent, or worse, it might get stolen and this thing happen. Yeah. And next is tracking pixels. Tracking pixels is the use of a super tiny small graphic with the dimension of like 1 × 1 pixels that is automatically loaded on the website or an email once you open it. And the best part is that you cannot see it. So this data tracking method can give pretty much information for email senders that whether you open their email or not, or to website operators to evaluate like different marketing campaigns. So how it works? They add like the tracking pixels to the original code on the website, and that link to the server of the tracking pixels. And once you open the website or the email, it will be automatically processed in your browser, and you will be linked to the link and open the invisible graphic on your browsers. So there are also different types of tracking pixels, like retargeting to track interaction of customer, conversion to measure the failure or success of your content, or impression to evaluate the efficiency of your content. Like different social media platforms also have their own tracking pixels, and the main difference from cookies is that tracking pixel cannot be blocked or disabled by general user. Here I mentioned LinkedIn and Facebook or Meta Pixel. So if you guys are interested in like doing social media marketing or affiliate marketing, you guys can also learn more about this. And next is browser fingerprinting. It's like as simple as it's called. It's just a systematic collection of information, this information for identification. So after they collect your data, they can compile a unique profile of you. So why called unique? Because like you cannot find two people with the same fingerprint, right? So this also applies in this case. And I also include a website, a QR code to a website. It's called MADnetic. It is a website developed by a team of researchers from the National Institute of Research and Digital Science Technology in French. So you can check out like how unique you are online. So after you guys like finish it, that's all for my part, and it's back to Wendy.
So thank you, Cici, for the description and introduction of the methods that she mentioned. And now we come to IP tracking. I know every one of you know about IP address. It's actually a numerical label assigned to each device. Like here we have 4 iPads. They have 4 unique sets of number that is called IP address. And IP address allows them to send information one-to-one, because the IP address provide information to others that who are you, where are you, and then the PDF documents or all kind of messages, texts, information can transfer to them when they connect to a network. And and you may wonder why a company or others want our IP address. What can they do with our IP address? Actually,
with our IP address, they can know where are we, our cultural background, and also combined with different information that they check us, they can have a brief profile of us. Then structure that. For example, they would know who are we, what's our name, where we live, are we studying, we frequently go to school or frequently go to a company, what we like, what we are interested in, all this kind of information, they will briefly know it. And with this kind of information, they can provide us a better buying experience. They can give us some orders, surveys, or information that they know we are interested in. And one real-life example is Google Analytics. Google Analytics is a platform that allows web owners or app owners to use it to analyze the data, analyze how their app and website perform. And by the Google Analytics to check all the visitors of the app or websites of their IP address, how long they stay on a specific page, which page linked to which page, which page is the customer spends most time on, where they are interested in, and by tracking the IP, all this kind of information and the IP address, the platform owner or the app owners can know mainly where their target audience are from, and what is their cultural background, and all this kind of information, so they can modify their apps, modify their website to provide a better customer service that fits everyone. And also, IP tracking can combine with cookies, because with the cookies, the company can have more information about their visitors. So this can also help to enrich their profiles and enrich their company. And have you ever tried when you first search something on your iPhone or on your iPad, and after a while, your iPhone and other device shows you similar products or even the same company's products? I believe that many of you have this kind of experience, and this is because of device checking. Device checking means that the company don't serve these two iPads as identical, unique. They know that these two iPads belong to the same person, and and you may wonder, how can they know that these two devices belongs to the same person? Because they will identify them by different identifiers like cookies, login information. Then they know that these two devices belong to the same person. They will push or sell the similar brands or information to you. And by device checking, companies can ensure that they are using the customer-centric approach, and all the things is focused to the customer, targeted by the customer, and your shopping experience will be smoother. And also, more important for the company side, it's more important that they can save money for the marketing campaign, because they don't have to widespread their marketing campaign, the advertisement to find potential customers. Instead, they know who are their potential customers and put effort into it. This will highly save their money on marketing campaigns. And for customers, they have better buying experience, and they will not be disturbed by unwanted, unrelated marketing campaigns. And as a result, the marketing campaign's return on investment will be highly better up. And now is the show time. We want 1 to 2 representatives from your group to come out and play a game with us.
Yes, let's stand up for
Each group.
something to
Any volunteers?
Yeah.
It's an easy game.
Yeah, need to have each group 2 members.
It's an easy game.
1 to 2. Hurry.
So like 2 people, we will line up in straight line. Just line up straight line.
2 enough?
It's set in the middle.
You guys know about
It's our left or your left?
it's this left. This is left.
This is left.
No.
Okay.
I think it's
Right.
left.
Okay.
Either.
โอเคอ่ะ
係喎。佢遮晒呢個小聲。
Okay. Do you know what we are playing? It's actually we will show some questions to you later, and when we speak the question out, you have to make your decision by jumping left or right. Left means yes. This side means no. This side means yes. Are we still missing one? And
1 to 2.
two each. But you guys have two, right?
Yeah, they have two already. So the list number also have two. So it's okay. And then you just like increase your chance of being the winner.
Yes.
Yes.
If you answer the question wrong, then you have to back to your group and can list. Yeah. So maybe we can. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, for first question, can Google keep track of the things you purchase? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Good choice. Yes. Can online tracking occur even in incognito or private browsing mode?
Private browser.
Like private browsing is like different type of. We have Google, right?
Public and private.
Okay.
Just guess it. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Oh, the answer is
Yes.
So,
okay. Next question.
People buying apps collect data even when they are not in use.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you guys clever. Does checking affect the loading speed of websites? 3,
2, 1.
You can just.
Okay, stop.
It is yes.
Okay.
It's like
Oh.
that shows that you don't
Okay.
affect.
Yes, the last question. Can you limit the number of ways that websites check you by?
3, 2, 1.
Windows mean fail.
Okay. It's E. The answer is
No.
The question was actually the question was can you limit entirely?
They have already got 2 pieces of candy. Oh my god! Hope you guys can get it. And now we finish our part for online checking and we'll pass our time to another teammates to talk about the protocols.
Alright, so while you're receiving some prizes, now we're going to our last part, which is classic pros and cons. So, first of all, we are talking about the advantages, and there are 5. I want you to pay your best attention since we're going to have our last thing later. So first is the big amount of information. Since data collection can provide us very good access to vast data from global sources, and it enables us to have very comprehensive analysis. So for example, businesses analyze customer reviews, social media trends, and also purchase behaviors to identify some demands or opportunities within the market. And so the second one is it helps us in decision making. For example, data-driven insights enhance strategic planning and it supports evidence-based decisions. So a very simple example is that I think everyone here have used Netflix before, right? Or everyone we have a Netflix account now. So actually Netflix uses user data to determine which shows to promote or produce, or they even use it for their algorithm. And the third one is it's very easy and convenient since the advanced tools just like Google Analytics we mentioned and also Tableau, they help us to visualize and interpret data seamlessly, and it's very user-friendly, they save us time and effort, so which is very easy to apply in our business. And the fourth one is target marketing. Since data collection actually deliver personalized advertisements, and that improves engagement and also conversations. And also data help us to identify and reach specific audience. So for example, when you buy stuff online like Amazon or even Taobao or even Pinduoduo, so they recommend products based on our browsing and purchasing history.
And the fifth one is the consumer insight. Like data collection can provide us a better understanding of our behavior and also our preference, and it helps us to do innovations about our products and also service. So very common examples like Starbucks, everyone drank it before. It actually also used the feedback and also the data analytics to improve its menu offerings or their service. So now we're moving to the cons, and there are also 5 cons I'm going to introduce. So the first one is data authenticity issues. So nowadays, actually all data is maybe there are flawed data, and that can lead to poor decisions. Not all data is very reliable or accurate nowadays. So for example, there can be fake reviews or manipulated statistics that can mislead the company's decisions. And the second one is repeat information. So for example, large data sets often rely on vast data, and it makes identifying valuable insights very challenging since there may be irrelevant data or repeat data. So for example, on social media, on Instagram, you always see some repeat content or repeat reels. So that can actually affect the result of data collection. And the first one is high screening costs. Since filtering the data requires resources and time and also effort. So for example, when you hire data analytics, these professionals, the cost is very high. Or the tools like if you want some advanced tools like Bloomberg system, it can be very expensive. And the fourth one is ethical considerations. So nowadays, it raises concerns about privacy, consent, and also transparency. And misuse of data can damage the reputation of business and trust. So for example, we can look into the Facebook Cambridge Analytica scandal, and it highlights the lack of consent and data misuse. And the last one is privacy concerns. So I don't know if you guys ever feel it, but users may often feel uneasy about their data being collected, and the lack of safeguards leads to mistrust. So for example, apps nowadays where you track our locations and you have to go to the settings to like allow or reject it. And before there is issue about WhatsApp, like they have to require our consent about like using your data or collecting your privacy information. So there's also examples about privacy concerns. So now we are going to have our last game, which is our bingo time. And every group will have this paper. You have to fill in the blanks with any pros and cons I just mentioned. And we are going to draw them pros and cons from here. Do you guys think that we have to show it again for 5 seconds for each slide?
Yeah, we total have shown you 10 pros and cons, so there are only 9 boxes, so you can only write 9.
Okay, for the pros slide.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Winning.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5. You cannot do it.
Okay,
Okay.
then you now need to write some on it. And later on we will draw the pros and cons and to see which group will get the bingo first. If the group get the bingo first, they will get the last tips. Okay, give you guys like 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
What is the time limit for this?
Or 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Now
Guys.
47. They wait till 15.
Okay, 3 minutes. You guys have 3 minutes.
Oh, you cannot cheat it. I did.
Yo, I'll take pictures, right?
I know.
Okay, then we will start to draw the answers. Okay, the first one.
Stop writing. Okay, to show our great respect to our professor, can you help us to draw the first one?
Okay.
And if you guys write down the answer that can have drawn, then you just circle it or put a
Pros.
tick.
Should I?
Yes, you should read it out.
Pros, targeted marketing.
If you guys have read targeted marketing, you just yeah. So most of you have got the answer. Then
Shannon. Okay.
in decision making.
Helps in decision making.
Helps in decision making.
Yes. Okay, then draw the third one.
You what?
Lucky.
And just read it. What's that?
Pros, easy and convenient to use.
Easy and convenient to use. If you guys get bingo, just raise up your hand. Okay, the next group.
Not yet.
Privacy concerns.
Privacy concerns. Oh, bingo!
So we have given all the clues.
Okay, and the last mission is that to get kind of MBTI. I will give you 5 seconds and one. Okay, I will count 5 numbers, and if you guys know which MBTI is, just raise up your hand. And the first group who got it correct will give free packs of cookies. Okay. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
ENFJ.
Yeah. And you just got 3 members. You can get one. And with no him. John. So good. Okay, and this is the end of our shine house. Thank you. If you guys have something to ask, just feel free to ask.
Yes, please. Questions? Answers?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you for your presentation. You guys mentioned a lot about how the internet is collected. So is there any way for us to protect that if we don't want our data to be leaked to the internet?
So you cannot like entirely limit the way that they can track you. But there are also like laws or legislation that protect the user, and also on your browser they also have like DNT, do not track option, so you can like kind of lower the number of the ways that.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Because I see like people promote like NordVPN or ExpressVPN, right? Does VPN actually help with like securing your data privacy, or is it like just
It can help protect your your account privacy, because like the mentioned IP checking, if you use VPN, you will be not when you're shown to others, you're not the one that's real with IP address being a fake one or the one overseas.
Still, they can still track you if you're using VPN, because like you are still accessing to the.
Since you mentioned quite a lot about the MBTI things, such as the Google Form survey about our introverted or introverted personality, can you clarify a bit more on how it is related to the topic today?
Actually, the surface is like you can just compare the two games, the survey one and the previous one. Like I show you some keywords and you to answer which MBTI is. What we want to show you is that for some question and some tech contest, company usually use this kind of keywords to show others about what they want to show or what they want to promote. And for the survey one, as you guys just answer like 5 to 10 questions, and at last we always the company can see the result whether you are I person or a E person. What we want to bring out is that usually some typical kind of question or keywords can help the company to show what they want to deliver to the customer in a more easier way. So this is mainly about two methods that we are doing in this present is about the online test and the online survey one. We want to show you this two kinds of method. How did the companies do to deliver the message?
Is there any example of company that apply internet data collections and successfully implement, which like lead to company success?
Yeah, that's like most. Actually, I mentioned like social media platform. They have the ability to. They have their own tracking pixels. So like brands can collaborate with them to like have to. Actually, I also mentioned that general user cannot like disable it, but like if you're a website developer or like a partner with tracking pixels of Google Analytics, LinkedIn, Facebook, MADapixels, you can like manage how your like advertisement like interact with the customer or target customer view. So it's just like the application of it. But because like once the people like go to the internet and they just like grab the data from the customer, but like that's not only the only way for them to like to define it how to sell it.
I have a question. Like you mentioned a lot of like data collection tools like IP tracking or like Google Analytics. So which one is like most trendy now? Like most companies they use that tools. Second, I want to ask like because like there is like different development about the data collection. So do you like have any ideas about like what is like the most like direction of the data collection development?
So I'm not really sure about the
Yeah.
second question.
But the second question is because like nowadays like there are different tools to collect data, and then like I want to know more about like which aspect will be like the most like common aspect like the company will use for the data collection.
Like you mean like the way the most yeah. As I mentioned, like the most commonly known and frequently used is cookies. Yeah, so like if they have a website, so like because like to manage the website to make it like function properly, we have to have like strictly use cookies. So that maybe through like under law they cannot like strictly use, they cannot like collect your data, but still because like I mentioned the third party cookies, they can have like contract with the brand or like the website owners, so they can track you through third party cookies. That's not like for first party. So the cookies are the most useful and commonly known nowadays, I guess.
Because like 10 years ago we already have the function of cookies, but like for now like what's like the differences between like 10 years ago and the cookies, and then like what aspect they improve for?
Actually, I guess because maybe like it's because like as far as I can remember that previously they have the reject all options, right? So now it's they still have it, but like it's less common because like they realize that if they have like the reject all option, they cannot collect data and the website might be affected. So they changed the policy a little bit. Maybe you guys know that. Yeah. And also like maybe like apply machine learning to the cookies to manage the data effective. Any more questions?
Yeah. You got time, one more question then. Jack?
Can I see the questions for the second game that we played again? Can I see the questions for the second game that we played again?
Second game,
The jumping
MBTI.
game.
Yeah. I want to make one thing clear about this. Like this is entirely limit.
But
It's not limit. So if you have like question for the last one, it's like entirely. But like
other port?
You actually can, right? If you run it on a virtual machine and then use the onion router and everything, you can actually avoid all the tracking.
You cannot actually.
You can't. So then in what ways can you not avoid it if you use a virtual machine?
Yeah, good question because we are all on the internet. So we have.
If you redirect it through different nodes, then it wouldn't come back to you. So then would it still be tracking you?
What do you mean, like they can? If you try to find a way to like.
Yeah, so basically it's called the onion router, right? So it redirects all your traffic, internet traffic away from you, so that all the information is not for you. So like technically you can limit the way, or actually completely limit that websites can track you.
About that, I guess completely is not because like we cannot. But like we can discuss after maybe. Because as far as I am concerned, they cannot. Because unless you're not on the yeah. Because like if you like Tor,
Yeah.
like different kinds of like OS operating system or like
you use a
search
virtual machine that is not using your internet. It's
that-
because it's run through virtual machine where it goes through different types of different router nodes, so it doesn't actually come back to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I only know about Tor, like the search engine.
That's one of the things.
Yeah, and like maybe I will
Yeah,
consult to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Before we go,
Name once again.
the name. Yes.
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
am
make
C.
it bigger.
I'm Wendy.
Hannah. Hannah there. Wendy.
Eunice.
Shinashu is there.
Yes.
Sisi. Shami.
Okay.
Winky, of course.
Can you guys repeat again?
Jermaine. Hannah. Eunice. Winky.
CC. Okay. Any question